I'm a firm believer that your brain can only make so many right decisions in a row until you actually start messing up. So as you can see, I made 4 right trades back to back to back, all green, and I'm going to go ahead and be done. We'll talk about that today on Market Open Trading. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel, or Migs, whatever you guys want to call me. Let's talk about the trades I took this morning. Starting off with JNCE. JNCE was on the watch list this morning. Initially, I wanted to take it right off the 12 mark. I just didn't want it to break within the first candle, but unfortunately it did. It did come up slightly for it to at least give me a stop, and I sized accordingly, 300 shares, and I got in as it was cracking 12. So this line right here represents a 52-week low for me, so I know that I have that window to trade. And so right here, right off the bat, I wanted it to bounce up and come up off of 12. But unfortunately, it actually hit 12, bounced there for a second, and just cracked and went. Now, I didn't really get the best profit out of this thing because I was a little uncomfortable when it started coming back up above the 80. I just wanted it just to keep tanking and going. But it didn't do that. It just kind of came up, and then it played around right below the 12 mark, so right around here in this area. I wanted it to hit at least 11:30, and I only held it for about 2 minutes, and then I went ahead and took all the profits off. I didn't want it to come back up and over 12. I was going to go ahead and get out since it was initially going to be a scalp. It's a very dangerous trade when you get into the trade right within the first or second candle. I usually like to wait until the third candle, but with something like this, I didn't really want to let it play around too much, especially with the 52-week low being down here and me not having too big of a window. So I went ahead and took the 60 bucks on that. The next trade I took was CSCO. So CSCO is actually Cisco. It's a really big company. I was a little hesitant on shorting this for a very good reason. So CSCO, or Cisco, is a very, very large company, well-known name that a lot of investors like to buy when it's down. So it gapped down decently this morning from, let's see here, from the 45 to the 43 mark. So it's down only about 3%, but that gives investors basically an opportunity to get into the market now, especially that we've started breaking out to the upside on the daily. So it's starting to go back to a bullish market now. So this morning, just like any other time, I'll take the third candle. It pulled up, didn't make a new high. Next candle to make a new low would be my entry. So I got in short right here at 932, right here in this candle, right at 43.26. So my stop was going to be high a day up here at 43.55. I went short 400 shares. As you can see, the very next candle came down. I needed it under 43. Or around that area to at least be able to take my profit. So as you can see, it tanked to 43.07, not enough. So I didn't take my profit. Now it started coming back and leaving these wicks right here, basically flushing down, gets bought up. Then the next one flushes down, gets bought up, higher and higher and higher. I noticed that, and as soon as I did, I actually took off half my position 5 minutes later. 43.30, so I ended up losing, 4 cents on that. And the next, let's see here, right around here, I believe. Let's see, what did I get? 937, I got out the rest. So right here, I didn't want it to come back up and over this, so I got kicked out the rest at 43.45. So didn't really lose too much. It was less than my full risk, so I'm okay with that. Now, unfortunately, I saw this, and as it broke this trend line again, I at least try to give these things 2 chances. So again, I told myself, okay, if it breaks below, finally, WPZ reached a target. We'll talk about that here in a minute. If it breaks below this, to me, the trend was failing, and it was going to start coming back up. So my stop was going to be 43.50. And right here was going to be my entry. So I got triggered at 43.22. Right here it came down, but unfortunately again it kept having these bottom wicks, meaning that it's getting bought up. So I held it all the way through till my stop, and I got kicked out right here at 43.51. So right there here in this candle at 9.49. So gave Cisco 2 chances, but the market has been extremely strong this morning. After that happened, and I saw the market actually picking a direction, I said, screw this, I'm not shorting anything else. I'm going to start going long. So I noticed that Walmart, it's a big name, it's large cap, and the market actually started going green, and it was very, very strong. There was a lot of volume behind it, and Walmart was actually selling off. So I figured, I typically don't do this, but I wanted to pick it up off the bottom, and I noticed that it started making a bottom down here at the 84 mark. So you'll see here that it bounced. If you guys know my triple bounce theory that I talked about, I believe it was last week, I used that as my entry up here. So I got in long at 84.58. I really wanted to get filled at 84.50, but not a big deal. My stop was going to be down here at 84, and I held it for quite a while actually. So 84.58. I actually ended up buying more at 84.75 because my target was going to be up here near VWAP. So usually whenever stocks make a big move like this, just straight down, this is most likely people just taking profits, it'll eventually come back to equilibrium. It'll come back and it needs to reset basically. The reset point for most stocks is VWAP, which is the volume weighted average price. Now that was going to be initially going to be my target, but unfortunately here, I'll show it to you guys as I saw it here on the 5-minute. I saw this 85 here as a lot of resistance. So every time that it came up, it got rejected. It came up, got rejected. So to me, that meant that there is still a lot of sell interest in this stock. So I went ahead and started piecing out of Walmart. So I took off, let's see, 225 at 84.99 and then the 75 at 84.89. But as you guys can see, my target actually did end up getting reached because the SPY actually started going faster and with more volume towards the upside. So that helped a lot. I just didn't really trust these candles right here. So it actually is back at VWAP now. So to where it's going to go, nobody really knows. Maybe people could start taking profits again. But I'm not really going to mess with it anymore. So I ended up taking basically $100 out of Walmart. Now let's see here. What was my next trade? WWE. WWE had a great daily chart. Great daily chart. I saw it this morning. I put it on the watch list for you guys. It was gapping up above any resistance. It's a super strong chart as well. And let's see here. I think I might have taken it. Actually, I think I took it on the 5-minute or on the 1-minute. Nope, right here. Yep. So as you guys can see, it's rounding out here. So right 84.60 is rounding out, and it's right here in this 49.20. There seems to be some sort of resistance, so there's somebody selling there, but as soon as they're gone, the thing is going to explode, supposedly. So what I did is I put my stop down here at the 40, what was it? The bottom down here at 48. I think I put it at like 48.49 or something like that. I went ahead and sized up for the correct amount, 125 shares. And I got in long here at, I wanted to get in at 49.25, got filled 4 cents over, not a big deal. We only have 125 shares. So I went ahead and got filled right, I believe somewhere in this candle. Yeah, so probably here in this candle, right at, yep, 9.58. So as you can see, it's rounding out. Your stop should be down here. And now around the halfway point, it's showing resistance. As soon as that breaks, it should start breaking up to the upside. Now, during that time as well, the market was also headed higher. So you could basically just throw a dart at something that was moving for the day, and it was going to go higher. So it was a little bit easier this morning with the long plays. But unfortunately, most of the things that I did end up getting, they weren't already strong. A lot of them were not pullbacks. They were kind of just rounding out and starting to go back up with the market. So I got in long here with WWE, and my target, I wanted it to be somewhere around 50. So as it broke up and over 50, I got rid of 100 shares at 50.19, and then the rest at 50.20. So as you can see, it actually ended up going a lot higher than that. The reason why I got rid of WWE at that point is because 50 to me is a very, very significant number. And if it starts coming back down below that, then you might have a problem. So I really didn't think it was going to come back up to a high a day, but it actually really did. The market's really, really been helping with these long trades. So WWE ended up working out nicely, $112 gain on that. And let's see here. That's me piecing out of Walmart. WPZ. WPZ was the last trade I took. So WPZ was actually not on the watch list this morning. It, let's see here. I think it was right there. All right, so it was actually not on the watch list this morning, but I did see it pop up. WPZ, for stocks that are going up, it's traded 3 million shares. It's up 2.3%. So there's a lot of interest on this. And the other thing that would be missing is if there's a catalyst behind it. So that's one of the things that I check if I'm looking to trade it. So you can see that there's a lot of news that came out from 5:30 this morning to 9:22 right before the market opened. So there's plenty of room for it to go. There's a catalyst. It's got a good chart pattern. It's pulling back. It's going with the market. Basically everything had it in its favor. So what I did is I waited for the pullback right here with the flag right here at 49.50. So I got filled 500 shares. My stop was going to be down here at 40.25. Now, if you'll notice, that's 25 cents. And actually, my stop was it was 40.25. So I needed to get a little bit more than 30 cents out of it. And I calculated, and I was supposed to hit 40.78. Now, it hit 40.75, kept hitting 40.75. There didn't seem to be a large seller on the level 2, so I just sat there for a little bit. And I just got tired of waiting. It just looked like somebody was renewing their shares that they were wanting to sell. And I went ahead and took the $100 gain. I got rid of 400, and then I got rid of the last 100 because the 40.75 didn't want to break. Now, it just kind of kept going sideways, pulled back a little bit, came back, and hit it. It just finally hit my target. You guys saw the alert going off. I was 3 cents away from it hitting my target, and I didn't want to be greedy and not take it. That's not the correct way that you should do it unless you have a very, very good reason for you to do that. So I think that to me, there looked like there was a hidden seller right at 40.75. That's why it wasn't breaking above. That's why, as you can see, people got tired. They sold off. It pulled back, and then it came back up and broke it. So I had a very good reason to sell. I just didn't want to be greedy. Didn't like the price action on that. But the pattern, the market, everything was going in my direction. So I was already up $100 on it, so I went ahead and took it, and I didn't want to see it pull back anymore. Now, so that's after I took those 2 trades on CSCO. That was 4 trades in a row that I was correct on, and like I mentioned earlier, I don't think that your brain can keep making correct choices back to back to back until you actually start messing up. And then also psychologically, that'll make you think, oh, I'm a stock trading god. I'm just gonna, double my size, and then that's when you screw up and you lose all your profits. So you want to take that into account. If you're winning a lot, just keep that into account. It's making your brain think that you are basically unstoppable. Trading stocks is such a psychological game, and a lot of people forget about that until they actually start losing money and they think, oh, what am I gonna do? It plays such a huge role. Your head plays such a big role in you taking profits, you getting in when you're supposed to, pulling the trigger at the right time. And it's just, sometimes it can be very uncomfortable. So, you have to take that into account. Now, those are all the trades I took this morning. I'm going to be done. Like I said, I don't think I can make any more correct choices. I might be able to make 1 or 2 more, but then, you'll start losing profit. So I'm up $204 this morning, so I'm going to go ahead and be done. If you guys have any questions, make sure to leave it down in the comment section below. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure that you subscribe. I upload actually videos of recaps, new informational videos, or live trading every day for you guys, either or. So, but either way, I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching my video. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, if you have not joined us yet on their Facebook group, make sure to do that. The link will be down in the description below, where I post my watch list for you guys every single day. Lastly, if you guys are curious on how I learn how to trade, I provided you guys with the discount code in the description. It comes with one-on-one mentoring, classes, and buying power, so make sure to take advantage of that. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.